But you're based in
Yeah,
Indianapolis?
I'm in Indiana right now, Indianapolis. And we got snow, of course,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
been melting, so it's not too bad.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I have a friend, I have a few friends that's over there at the east, but I don't know what that's like yet. So
Okay,
no snow over here. So
right. You in California, right?
yeah, SF based right now for college.
Nice.
So, it's chill. It's calm, I'm just working on art, staying
Yeah,
focused with everything.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. I don't want to take up too much of your
So,
time.
nah, it's all good.
Um,
I mean, I'm chilling today. I'm
okay,
on a new piece right now, drawing it out. And I was like,
okay.
do this, and I'll just get right back to it after. So,
Right, right. That's what's up. I've been
yeah.
working on there's this art contest that I found, and it's
Uh,
like some characters because I've been doing like more characters lately
okay,
with
okay.
my drawing. So I was doing that yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get back to this.
That's fire. That's fire. Yeah. Characters are always the best. It's always good when
Yeah,
you implement yourself too. I feel
yeah,
yourself a character, that'd be nice.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I used to draw a lot of characters like when I was younger, but
Okay.
I wanted to like do comics when I was younger. So
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
on cartoons and stuff.
Same.
So I can definitely feel that. That'd be- Yeah.
Welcome to Art Talk. I'm your host, Glynnis, and today we're going to be discussing all things visual. Today I have with me a special guest for all the way from the Bay Area. His work is very expressive with great use of color. Please help me welcome Derick Davies.
Yo, glad to be here on the page. And I'm blessed. I'm thankful. Shout out to Glynnis for inviting me.
Yes.
Wait, wait.
Yeah, you said it right. You straight?
Okay, you make sure I'm not too. No, because lately I've been meeting a lot of people, and then it's like I get the names where it's like double pronounced. Then in my head, I
Right.
don't think how to say it.
Yeah, yeah, you good. You good.
Nah, for
All
sure.
good.
Thank you for having me. Definitely, yeah.
Glad to have you here, man. So, we're gonna jump right into it. Um, I want to know, when did you first realize that art wasn't a hobby for you? We always get, as artists, we always get those questions like, "Oh, it's just a hobby," and you be like, "Nah,
Yeah.
like I'm doing this for real, for real."
Yeah, okay. So I was always drawing in the classroom when I was little, like 4 or 5, kindergarten, just stayed with it. It was always there with me. So I wasn't always taking it as serious, but I'll say like it became like my main thing. Like when I started making money off of it, taking it serious was probably high school around 10th, 11th grade. That's
Okay.
like it's like, okay, this is what I do for fun, but like now like this is gonna be my future now. So I say like around there, when I was like 16, 17. I just started, trying to sell my work. I started painting more, taking it more serious.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Um, if your art could speak, what would it say in one sentence? Now you
Um,
got a lot of pieces. So kind
yeah.
of just talk about um maybe one or two that you feel like what you feel like your art says as a whole.
Okay, okay, yeah. I didn't look at the questions because I wanted to go off the top of my head. Like I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I seen something. I was like, let me just like go off my top of my head. Feel me? Like,
Yeah.
so you want me to like say a sentence, or you just want me to like talk about two pieces?
Um,
So
in one sentence. I'll do the one sentence. I'll stick to the question. Keep it open ended.
okay, yeah. So I feel like in one sentence because my work is very expressive, and then like it's also uh like about me as well. Like one sentence. Okay, so a sentence to describe my work, I would say is like you're either seeing me or you're seeing through me. So
Okay.
I'll say that. Because like in my work, it's like a lot of times you're either gonna see me in the work or you're gonna see through my eyes. So you're gonna see a scene that I saw, or you're gonna see a scene that I was in, and yeah, I'll say
Okay, okay. I like
yeah,
that. I get that. I definitely can identify with that. I feel like some of my most recent work was a lot of like very like self-reflective.
yeah,
So like a lot of portraiture and just kind of looking at self, but I definitely can see how you can like see it through your eyes because as artists we're putting ourselves in our work to an extent.
definitely, yeah, yeah, and then it's very self-reflective. So yeah,
Um how do you usually explain your work to someone who says I don't know much about art?
I mean, yeah, I don't try to limit my work to just art. I feel like it's more like an experience.
Mhm.
Like the art is just one of the ways that I choose to put it out there. I choose to put the experience out there. You know, there's all types of ways that you can relate to something artistically, whether it's like dance or music
Right.
or like writing. So like when I talk about my art, I don't limit it to just art. You know, I want it to be like a experience. So like when
Mhm.
you're looking at something, like one of my pieces, like I want you to kind of see yourself or try to figure out the story or how it relates to you. So I usually just like, you know, explain like what the work is about. And then like I also explain where it came from eternally. So then
Mhm.
that can be like more of a human connection, you know, type of explanation when I'm talking to the person.
For
So
sure.
just like not limiting it to art because like if you don't have to know much about art to get a piece or
To
to get like
enjoy
a
it.
story, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
yeah. So I'll say that for sure. Like just not limiting myself whenever it comes to my
Okay.
yeah, because as an
I
artist, you
get
gotta
that.
think outside the box. You can't just be limited to art. You gotta think about everything else, you know, more. So
For sure. I feel like that's something that I realized like later. So for those that don't know, I kind of got my journey with art similarly, like starting with like cartoons. I think it was like fourth grade. I picked up one of those how to draw books from like the book fair.
yeah,
And from there, like later on, it wasn't until probably like college where I really got into it like more seriously.
yeah,
Um, and you know, it was like I guess like just life experiences, different things. And you're dealing with like the social climate of like whatever might be going on.
yeah,
And as artists, something I heard, it was like as artists, it's our responsibility to like I guess like touch on those certain different subjects. And so I had never really thought about it that way. And I was like, wow, that's
yeah,
powerful. And I was like, I definitely started looking at my own work differently.
yeah,
It's
yeah. It's
like
like some stuff you
wanting
see.
to contribute.
Definitely, yeah. I heard a similar quote. It was like, as artists, um, it's on us to reflect the times we're in. I
Hmm.
think I don't know if
Yep.
that was that you heard or
Yeah.
it's kind of similar. Yeah, it's like we have to reflect the time and what we see. So I
Yep.
definitely agree to that
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Um. So I found you on TikTok, and one of the pieces I saw, I think it was called Self Bloom. Can you talk a
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah.
about that piece and just kind of walk us through that?
I got you. Yeah. Now TikTok is crazy because like when I first got on TikTok, I didn't think people would like really be hitting me up or like pulling
Yeah.
up off of TikTok because like I mean I first when I started on TikTok, I was just posting photos, you know, like
Right.
photo dumps and stuff, and
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
don't think I would actually be touching people, but people actually hit me up on there, similar to
Mhm.
IG, like, "Oh, we really love your work," and like hit me up for opportunities like this. I'm like, "Damn, I didn't think it would go this far," and I'm only like just starting for real. So on
Yeah. Yeah.
TikTok, so it's like it's just a blessing. Like I'm just very thankful. It's
Yeah.
it's very eye opener. But to talk about self bloom, that was a piece that I made when I was 17 and back in
Okay.
2024. It was like October. I finished that in like October.
Okay.
One is about me. That's my favorite piece and probably and it's my most popular piece
Okay.
around here. But it's about me blooming as an artist, finding myself in my work and just like really finding my face and being able to put myself out there. It was a part of a group of work that I made for my senior year, like my senior show.
Okay.
And that whole year, I feel like in my work was just about me finding myself, my self-expression and being able to put that in my work. So
Mhm.
like from there, like from my senior years, like when I started really getting heavy on like self-reflection. So at
Mhm.
that piece, it was like the main piece. It was portraiture. It was three versions of me. It was my style. It was creativity. It was things about me, me being Liberian, having the basketball in there, having the one head open that just like it opens up more of my world. Having the Oakland Fox sign that I went to school there. I grew up in Oakland also, so then like having that and then like my street sign where I
Okay.
grew up Union Street too. So just combining that with self-reflection and then emotion
Yeah.
and then vibrancy, vibrant colors, just it just made that piece. And
Yeah. For
it
sure.
wasn't even a piece that like I overthought it. Like I didn't do
Right.
sketches. That was just one off the dome. Like I did like
Yeah.
two sketches and then like I was like bet. And then the head that was open, it wasn't always gonna like it was gonna be like another regular head. Like I wasn't gonna open it. But as artists we make decisions on the fly sometimes. So I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
open this up and do something else. So
It's funny that you say that because one of the my latest painting I did it last year.
yeah.
Um I did the same thing. I opened up my head and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like you don't like you said, you don't really think about it when it's yourself. But I feel like for me, I had to reach a certain point. Like it took
Yeah.
me a minute to kind of just like, all right, let me be vulnerable and just like really like share with people like who I am.
Yeah. Nah, facts. Do you feel like it was received good? Like, do you feel like people like really like that about the
Yeah,
piece?
yeah, for sure.
That's fire, yeah. Because being able to connect with the person who sees your work is good. That's why like I compare it to music sometimes because like music
Yeah,
you can connect, like you really connect when it comes to music. So like
definitely.
if you can get that connection with art, then
You can definitely do it with music. And music is so much more like expressive because you're using your voice and it's like
exactly. Yeah. It touches. Music is a big part of my process.
yeah.
Always music.
That's it's funny that you mentioned that. That's one of the this or that's questions when you're working. Is it studio silence or music playing?
Oh, music for sure. I, I have music when I'm just outside. Like I'm not even making art. Like I take my headphones like everywhere.
Right.
So
Everywhere.
it's just a part of me. It's just a part
Yep.
of
Yep.
me.
That's what's up.
Yeah. How about you?
Definitely music. I've gotten to I've been like exploring with like working in silence if I'm like just trying to flesh out an idea maybe.
Yeah.
But when I'm working, I definitely it's music. It just make
Yeah.
things flow more.
Not for real. Like you just get in that flow state.
Yeah.
I swear. But if it's something calm, like a little sketch, not something crazy, then no music is fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I really like that piece. I
Thank you.
noticed that you use butterflies in your work. Can you talk about
Yeah.
that? Like
Yeah. So
symbolism?
right now with the butterflies, it just started off as me wanting something signature in my work. So I wanted
Okay.
something that people could look at across my works and then know like it's me kind of. So having the butterfly is like a signature thing. And then for me, like kind of like a beauty nature aspect because
Mhm.
butterflies are looked upon as like these these creatures from nature that fly around, and just are one with the environment.
Mhm.
So I just like that aspect, and then like putting it on a piece where it's still like I don't see butterflies often over
Yeah.
here from, and then like seeing them still. like especially monarch butterflies. I don't see those often, but seeing them
Yeah.
still, it's nice to look at. It's kind of satisfying.
Right.
It's satisfying for me to like paint, draw butterflies. So, and then also like my explanation is evolving. Because I was talking to somebody about that the other day about like my butterflies,
Mhm.
and I was like, well, they were like, even if you don't have the words now, like time is gonna go on and your explanations will change, they'll evolve.
Yeah.
So right now, it is what it is right now, but I may have an experience later and it might just evolve or change. So
Yeah. When
it just
Imma tell you what I thought when I saw it. So,
yeah,
when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, this is so fire." It to me, it represents, like, joy and
yeah,
just, like, I don't know, just, like, black boy joy and just, like, that
yeah.
whole experience, and I I used to live in Memphis, and so, um, we always see butterflies everywhere, and it was just, like,
Uh,
crazy, and I was like, "Yo, this is so beautiful." It was, like, just, like, really cool to notice because I like nature, and so I was just really drawn to it.
yeah. Were they like what kind of butterflies were they like? Were they
They weren't
monarch?
monarchs, but it was just like different ones. It was like some yellow ones, some white
Yeah.
ones. I was
Yeah,
like,
I see
"Yo,
a lot
this
of
is"
white ones over here, like the small white ones. I don't. That's the only one
Yeah.
I see over here. It's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, not a lot of diversity over here, but I
Yeah.
don't go that much into nature, so
With that piece, was there anything like was there a moment during the process when it like the work surprised you?
think I gotta think. Because, damn, I made that piece like almost going on 2 years now. It'll be 2 years,
Yeah.
in October this year.
Okay.
But something that surprised me, I feel like if I look at it now, maybe like just how it came out, how the accuracy came out.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm thinking about it now, and it's like the way I measure, the way I do measurements, and I use my hands and my rulers
Mhm.
on like drawing stuff out for accuracy. I don't remember doing that for that piece. Like
Yeah. You just
I don't
freehand
remember.
it.
Yeah, I just remember like freehanding it, So it's like I guess what surprised me was how accurate it came out because when
Yeah.
people see that piece, like they always recognize it as me.
Mhm.
I would say just like the accuracy, I feel like surprised
Okay.
me, sure.
And that's kinda that's something that's like it's kinda hard, especially when doing portraiture. It's like, we have a certain way that we view like the face or like the human body. And so like
Yeah.
we want it like it just depends. Like if you want it to look super realistic, that a lot of people are just like, you know, uh are like particular about that.
Yeah.
And um I think like for me, I enjoy looking at people's work that has like their style. So it's like you can tell it's their work.
Yeah.
And like it don't gotta be it's just like it's like an identifier. Like I know that's so and so's work because it looked like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Because some people have like the super realistic style, which isn't bad, like there's
Right,
nothing wrong
right.
with that. But I feel like something different about just having like a a more veered off style that's like not all the way realistic, but not fully cartoony.
Yeah, yeah.
It's satisfying for
It's like
sure.
that in between space.
Yeah, yeah, and you can just you see their work everywhere. You'd be like, oh, he's connecting the dots.
Yeah.
He's connecting the dots. Yeah.
So if this piece, Self Bloom, if it lived in a soundtrack or a poem, what would it sound like or say?
Well, that's a good question because when I make my works, like I always pair them with music, like with a song or
Okay.
like a type of artist. Self Bloom is definitely Self Bloom is definitely a Daniel Caesar song.
Okay.
Although I posted it to a different artist,
Yeah.
and now like a lot of my works are like related to Daniel Caesar songs. So let me look up one of his songs right now, actually.
I mess with Daniel Caesar.
Yeah, you listen to him, right?
It's been a minute.
It's been that's real.
Yeah.
You don't post often. You don't drop often,
Nah.
but that's real though. And I'll say, dang, I don't know if he has a certain song.
Hmm.
I say definitely like his genre of music, like the R&B is definitely paired with
Okay.
that piece for sure.
I get that.
Yeah. But if you were to ask me about some pieces, like I can directly identify this song. Like one of my pieces called Reflect. I don't know if you've seen that one, the mirror one where it's like a self-portrait and I'm screaming and then looking into the mirror.
Okay.
That one is definitely song by Kari.
You said by
Kamari.
Kari.
Kamari. I said
Mari.
it
I don't
wrong.
know who that is.
Oh, it's a song called Doctor My Eyes. He does R&B too.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So if you look him up, I can show you. But this is his stuff right here. It's called his name is Kamari. I don't know if you can see
Interesting.
that, but this is the song, and this song is like goes perfect with the piece. It's called
Okay.
Doctor Eyes, but yeah, some of them I can directly stamp on the song. Some of them are just like multiple. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're gonna talk about another piece that I liked, and that was Brothers of Kin.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's one of my
That
newer ones.
was really cool piece.
Thank you.
I like the patterns and like the shirts they were wearing. You from Liberia?
My parents are from Liberia. Most of my family, like my family is from Liberia. I was born here
Okay.
though. I was born in Oakland,
Okay.
but
Okay.
yeah, they were born there. My dad moved to New York when he was super little, and then my
Hmm.
mom grew up there. She came here to Cali, and
Okay.
they both met here in Cali. But yeah, nah, I was born here, but that piece definitely is just going back to the roots for
Okay.
sure. Me and my brothers. So it's three portraits. And then the background has the colors of the Liberian flag, and then we have on Liberian clothes. So
Hmm.
like Liberian cloth.
Yeah.
With that piece, I wanted to get more mixed media experiment. So like not everything painted on, just like some just try some mixed media out. So
Yeah.
I got some cloth from my auntie, and then I
Okay.
went to the store and bought some butterflies and
Nice.
put it together, did some photographing with them. Um and it just came about. Like it's really like a reflection, like three brothers,
Hmm.
three Liberian brothers, and they're just looking forth at the viewer, strong, prideful and just themselves. Um and what the viewer chooses to interpret with that piece is it's up to them. Like it's just out there, just
Yeah.
out there. So, I like that one for sure. It's similar to Self Bloom, three portraits.
Hmm.
So, I wanted to change it up a little bit, have them going like looking like one direction, facing one direction.
Okay.
So, but
It
yeah, I like
definitely turned out well. Well done.
thank you. That's one of my newer ones. I finished it in January and it will be in my next exhibit for sure.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Um, I'm gonna do some this or that questions. Do you like working alone or collaborating? Have you ever collaborated?
And oh my gosh, it's crazy. I'm working on a big collaborative piece right now.
Okay.
It's it's gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm working with this girl that goes to my school, and I thought it would be a good idea to collab with somebody, my first collab. But we started in November,
Hmm.
but she hasn't worked on it since December, and it's now February.
It's taking a minute, but
It's
collab pieces take time. So,
It's taking a minute, but the thing is that like I finished most of my side
hmm,
by December, like, and then I've been working on a lot of other works. So,
yeah,
you
that's
know, I
another question. Sorry, I don't want to cut you
yeah,
off. Do
Nah,
you
it's good.
be in the studio, be like working on one piece, then you switch to another one?
Nah, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I know how people be
Okay.
like doing other pieces. Nah, I stay on one because I can't do that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I gotta make sure I finish that one. But
Okay.
but going back to the other one, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm open to collab. This is my first collab, but right now she's
Okay.
just going real slow.
Yeah.
She she taking her time, you know. She kind of had me a little frustrated, but we've been talking, so if anything, it should be done by the at least the end of the school year. People will
Okay.
see it. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
But if you don't finish it though, then it's gonna be very bad. She told me she's gonna get in the studio soon. She's gonna get back onto it soon. So
Yeah.
when it comes out, I'm hoping, hopefully March, April,
Okay.
worst come to worst, has to come out in May. But so it's on the way. It's on the way for sure. It's on the way.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you prefer a planned concept or a spontaneous creation?
I gotta I gotta go spontaneous.
Okay.
I think in my work I have done like some plain regular pieces that are like not very conceptual, but I
Okay.
feel like in my works I want to make sure that I'm always not I mean for most of the part doing like interesting concepts because I feel like that pulls the viewer that it has like that wow effect. So definitely heavy on trying to go very conceptual with most of my pieces.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And do you like bright colors or a limited color palette?
Oh. See, okay, so I'm very vibrant in my work,
Yeah.
but for me, it doesn't always have to be vibrant. I feel like with my style and like the paint that I use, it comes out that way a lot.
Hmm.
And like the backgrounds that I choose, make it so. But I feel like I'm gonna go colorful. I'm gonna go vibrant. I'm gonna go vibrant. Yeah, I just feel like it pulls the viewer more.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking around in a room, if you see color, you're gonna look to it. Like it's gonna
Right.
dry. So
Right. Right.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I was like that with a lot of my work. Definitely like early on. Well, like
Yeah.
early on, it was like I don't know. I did a lot of sketching with like graphite and pencil and stuff, and then I
Okay.
moved to like colors. And like I teach one of my teachers made a comment. She was like, "This is really good, like with the colors
Yeah.
and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, like it's colorful. Like, duh, I like color."
Yeah, like it translates. Like once you go from pencil to like any type of colorful thing,
Yeah,
it just changes your work
right,
because it's color. Like color can do so much.
for sure.
Like definitely, yeah.
Um, I used to like not. I used to be scared to like color my stuff because I'm like, I'm about to
Yeah.
mess it up.
Nah, that's facts.
You'd
Nah,
be
for real.
like,
Like,
hold on, hold on, hold on.
would you be using like color pencil or crayons or
Right,
paint?
like color pencil, and you just be
Or
like,
pencil? Okay,
I
yeah.
I still I still I've gotten better with it. It was like I had to, I guess, like, learn to not like, 1, don't be afraid to use color, but,
Yeah.
like, don't I don't know, I guess, like, don't limit yourself, like,
Yeah.
sometimes I used to limit myself in terms of just, like, just creating off the fly, like, just everything don't gotta be planned out, like, just make a scribble scrabble, and then, like, from there, like, jump into it.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
it'll, like, spark you.
Yeah, it just come
Especially
about.
if you, like, losing your flow, your creative flow. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I feel that for sure. Yeah, you just gotta. It's always good to just make sure like you're not trapped in a box with art in general, because like
Mhm.
it's always fun to do other stuff like
Yep.
other materials. It's definitely great. Color pencils though, I'm not good with color pencils right now though. I'm not gonna lie. I tried it out and like my set was just breaking. The pencils were breaking. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm looking at other people. They mixing the color pencils to have like realistic tones. I'm like, not right now. I'll get into this later.
Right.
My paint
Another time.
another time for
Yeah.
real. Yeah.
Well, real quickly, we gonna close out. Are there any like questions or just like things you're currently asking yourself as an artist?
Yeah, like I mean, I'm always just asking what I can do better in terms of like my art, how I can make a better concept, how I can just push myself, try to get to the next level, what I can add to my work that I haven't added. Um, just really just how can I push myself in my work, in my
Okay.
process, and like I'm always asking like what's next after I do something that's considered like big or like a goal. I just ask myself like what's next on the list? Like what else can I achieve? I just want
Mhm.
to stacking and stacking, just keeping it going for real.
That's a
So I'll say that.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Um, how has your work changed over the past few years?
It's definitely changed. Definitely, most definitely. I mean, because I started off doing cartoons. I
Uh-huh.
was I was mostly damn, can I speak? I was mainly drawing. I started off doing comics and
Yeah.
cartoons because that was what I was seeing and watching. I didn't have access to really like paint and all that,
Mhm.
and all the other materials until I got to art school
Okay.
during sixth grade. So I went to art school. I went to a school called OSA, Oakland School for the Arts, from
Okay.
12. So that was an art school that I learned pretty much most of my stuff from. Um, and what was the question again? Uh,
How has your work changed over the past few years? I know you're young in your art journey, so
yeah,
you might not have a whole lot to touch on. But
yeah,
just
nah,
like if you huh?
Now to say, yeah, it definitely changed. Like, because
Okay.
I went from drawing, mainly drawing, and then I didn't start really painting until like 10th, 11th grade. Like,
Yeah.
of course, like I was painting for assignments and stuff, but outside of class, like I was never painting for real. I didn't like it. I didn't think I was good at it. I
Okay.
got really good at it, but something just clicked in me. Like back in like 10th grade, summer after 10th grade, I swear like I just made some paintings and I liked it. I was locked in and I had a show. So then like the next year, uh I just locked in even more. No. It was ninth grade summer. I made a bunch of paintings. I had a show. And then 10th grade came. I made some more paintings for that same show the next
Mhm.
year. And then like 11th grade came. And then like I was like, okay, bet. Like I'm gonna do this painting stuff for real. So
Yeah.
I started doing like commissions for $50 at
Okay.
school. And I was out there hustling for, opportunities, trying to vendor. Um, and my style has just grown to really reflect me, and then also reflect like how my technique has evolved.
Mhm.
I still have a very blocky style of my work, but at first I wasn't blending, so now like I've gotten more into blending. I've got
Yeah.
a like a more realistic style, but still cartoony, not all the way realistic, but
Yeah.
still a mix.
Okay.
So it's just evolved and it's just continuing to hopefully evolve and just better, So, but I'll say that, yeah, I'm mainly a painter right now. Like at first, like I'll say I was limited to drawing, because
Okay.
that's just what I had. But now like I've evolved to like a painter and I feel like I'm evolving now to getting to even more mixed media. So
Yeah.
not just paint, like putting cloth, putting plastic, putting jewelry on my stuff. It's
Right.
all in my head and it'll all just come as time goes on. So
I definitely can identify with that. I feel like I had a similar experience with just like getting more into it in college, with having access to different materials and it's like, oh snap,
yeah,
like they got this, like what is this? And you want to
your
try
eyes
everything.
open. Like
Right, right. But I definitely like the idea you mentioned with just like adding stuff to your work. Like I never thought about that. And then I had somebody my mother actually, she wanted me to paint something for her. And I was like, all right. And she was like, can you add stuff to it? I was like, I don't
yeah,
know. But I
yeah,
tried it and I was like, okay, this is kind of nice. And so
yeah,
just kind of like you said, like not putting yourself in a box, not limiting yourself, and really just getting in that space where it's like, all right, I can add this, I can do this. And that piece was probably like one of my favorites, in the way like it turned out.
Yeah.
Um, it's probably on my Instagram, but that's one of like it was such a large piece. That's one of my larger pieces.
Okay, okay. How big?
Um, how big was that, John? It was like 36 by 38, I think.
Okay, okay, okay,
That was
yeah.
a real big one. It was like of the ocean,
Uh,
and yeah, that was one of my larger pieces. I originally started off, like you said, just drawing, and then I got more into painting in college.
yeah,
Um, and like a lot of it was for like assignments, but like after college is when I like was like, yo, I really want to explore this some more. And I started doing like portraiture and like figures and stuff. And
yeah,
so I I liked how some of them turned out, but I was like, I wanted to look more realistic. I was
yeah,
just like into that theme. Because I did cartoons a lot, like as
yeah,
a kid and stuff, but I was like, I wanted to look a little bit more realistic. So I kind of did some studying and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, I think I like this.
yeah. Just you just practice more, you feel like, and like it just came about, you would say.
um, I I practiced more, I feel like. It wasn't like a practice, but it was just like I I read up on just like how it can be realistic and just like the different shapes,
Yeah,
pulling out shapes and stuff.
yeah, okay, okay, yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
know for me, like I the more I painted, the more I looked at stuff, like it just evolved. Like
Mhm.
it just my style just changed. So
Yeah.
I can definitely feel that for sure.
Um, so really quickly, go ahead and share with people where they can find you at on like social media.
Definitely, yeah. Y'all can find me on Instagram at the Derick Davies, TheDerickDavies, and then my YouTube and TikTok is Derick the Artist, DerickDartist. And my website is in my Instagram bio and my shop as well. So all that is there mainly on my Instagram. Sure.
Cool, cool. Is there any like closing remarks that you have?
Again, I'm just thankful to be on here. Thank you for inviting me, Glynnis, for sure. Um, Everybody who's watching, just keep pushing, chasing your goals, just working hard, and just trust God. Um, I have a solo show that I'm planning right now for the summer that I've been talking about. I've been calling it an album because I like to um relate my art to music, and I feel like with my next body of work it feel like a music or album, kind of, like an art
Okay.
album. But it's an art album, but I'm calling it like an album, like a music album, so
Yeah.
but I'm working on an album soon. I'm working on the last piece right now, actually. So
Okay.
the last piece for the album will be done, and then I'll start promoting in April. April.
Awesome. That's
It's
what's
coming
up.
soon. It's coming soon. Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thanks again, Derek. It's great talking to you.
Thank you for sure. Are you on IG? Let me make sure I follow you on IG.
Yeah, my IG is art by D King.
Art by DK.
And you guys will be able to see this. This will be on the YouTube channel. Glynnis Music 3846.
Hey, I just followed you.
Sweet.
Bet,
Let's
bet,
see.
bet, bet.